What's up, everybody? It's Rob from the Rant, and I'm bringing you another 5-minute review. And this time on 5-minute reviews, we're going to be talking about Mirror's Edge Catalyst. Now, just to be clear, this game is a reboot of the original. So, anybody that's familiar with the story content of the original game is going to kind of be like, wait, what? For, a second until their brain kicks in and they're like, oh yeah, this is a reboot. I know, because that's what happened to me. Alright, so let's get right to it. Now, first off, the graphic style of this game really hasn't changed from the last one. It is much more polished, in my opinion. It looks terrific. It really does. The way the main character looks whenever you get a nice full view of her face and all that stuff and the way she moves, really great. They did a lot of nice motion capture stuff. They polished up the graphics. There's no funky edges to anything. Even her hair moves really realistically. It's pretty awesome, in my opinion. I think as far as the graphics go, they blew it out of the water. This looks awesome. I kind of wish a city existed like what's in this game. Still has that awesome kind of like white and glass kind of look to everything, like they painted all the metal white, there's no rust or anything. Everything looks clean and crispy, and it makes for a really cool environment for a game title like this, because let's face it, it can be a tiny bit disorienting when everything is all white and glass like that, and it's awesome. It makes the game fun, and it gives you a tiny bit of an adrenaline rush sometimes when you're like blitzing away from gunfire and stuff like that. So, graphics, they nailed it. Perfect score on the graphics. Gameplay, it's basically the last Mirror's Edge. They added a few new things, but there's still a button to jump, there's still a button to duck, it's Mirror's Edge. They did add a couple of things though, which I don't know. I'm a little ambivalent about it. The first thing that they added is this kind of quick step dash thing, which is supposed to put you into an immediate like sprinting mode and start building your focus gauge. Now, this mechanic, in my opinion, actually really comes in handy because you can use it in all directions. Like, you can use it as a sidestep to get away from an attacker, you can use it to back away real quick, and you can use it to, just get speed up real quick if you don't have a whole lot of room to start sprinting. So, that one's actually really cool, in my opinion. That being said, you don't have the old focus mode like you used to. You used to be able to hit a button and go into this kind of slowed down time perspective, which made it really easy to pull off difficult maneuvers or to like disarm an enemy really quickly. That's gone now. Essentially what the focus thing does now is it's like an armor system for your character. As long as you keep the focus gauge filled by continuously running and jumping and all that parkour stuff, it acts as a set of armor, so whenever you get shot, you won't directly take damage. It's weird. It's actually very useful. I kind of like that they did that because I never really used the slowdown thing in the previous game to begin with, so that's nice. Here's the other big new thing that they added, though, which I feel like doesn't have a place in the game, in my opinion, because it feels like it takes me out of the running, and that's a grappling hook. I don't know why that suddenly became like the go-to thing to add to parkour type games, but it's in here, and every time I use it, I feel like I've slowed down, I feel like I've lost momentum, and it's just, granted, yeah, it's useful, it helps you get to things, but I don't know, it feels like something that should have been done a little differently. I don't know what to make of that. I feel like I'm going to take a little bit of points off, though, because it feels like something that didn't need to be there. Now, everything else in the game, in my opinion, is amazing. The game is almost perfect, in my opinion. The graphics are great, the music is great, the story is fun, the challenges are fun. They're still very difficult. They got rid of the speed run thing as it was before. Now it's like these individual challenges that they usually refer to as dashes. So that's cool. The only thing that actually kind of gets on my nerves a little bit, other than the grappling hook, is the fact that it's a large open world city now, and you have to make your way between mission points. Now, this isn't a bad thing. It like gives you plenty of, playroom, if you will, but I don't know, there's not a whole lot going on, and sometimes you can get really lost just trying to make your way to the next objective, even though you're using like a waypoint system. I don't know, it like the grappling hook, it's a weird add-on, and I'm not entirely sure it was necessary. So Mirror's Edge Catalyst. Overall, terrific game. I highly recommend it. Final verdict score, 4.8. Tiny bit taken off for just the grappling hook and the open world map that I'm not sure either of those had to be the way they are. I'm Rob. This has been a 5-minute review. Thank you for listening. If you liked it, hit that like button and leave a comment if you feel like it.